Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17 for episode 32 with me, MrSealyp. Right, I am down at the livestock market. I have the BSM 70,000/6 trailer. This is not how it was supposed to go. This was supposed to be a live stream. I was going to do a practice kind of test live stream. There's a few different settings and things I haven't used before, and I've been fiddling around with to try and make sure the live stream's a bit better and that kind of thing. And I keep getting an error code. Never ever happened before. I set it all up. I got all the details, the description, the tags. I got a screenshot thumbnail ready to go on the channel. I have my laptop next to me. Everything ready to go. Clicked on broadcast and it comes up with an error code. So I click on the error code and it says unable to connect to the PlayStation broadcast system at this time. Brilliant. Weird thing is, you can't access anything unless you're online. So I tested my internet connection. Everything is absolutely perfect. Signal strength is perfect. Speed is fantastic. Upload and download. But it won't access the broadcasting service. I don't get it. Anyway, that doesn't bode well for later on today. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. So today, odd job day. We've got a few things to do, and it is odd jobs. There's no one big job that would take an entire episode. So I was going to stream and do it for a couple of hours and get all the odd jobs done. The way I'm doing it now, I don't know how many of them I'll get done, because this will only be a kind of usual 30 or 40 minute episode, maybe just over 40. So we'll see. Anyway, so this is a bit of haulage for Wheeler Springs Farm. I mentioned that a while ago, and it's for Crazy Cool. They did ask me to transport them some manure and some slurry. Was it just... Oh, it might have just been slurry. Oh no, it was manure as well. And they would pay off my bank loan. Well, my bank loan's paid off. I mentioned that in an episode or so ago. I'm going to do some transportation. Take this up there towards their farm. Cover it over. Got a full load. I bought the fill trigger conveyor belt from the store simply because it would be far easier. Will I not turn around there? Actually, I'll turn around my field. Yeah, because filling up a non-standard, a modded trailer, you need the fill trigger tool to work with Singer Stocks Organics. So, on my way to drop this load off, there's a couple of things that have changed around the farm. I sold the static wood chipper, the Gens BA, is it BA725? I can never remember the number. Whoops. Yeah, that's been sold. So I went up to 636,000, I think I had. I bought field 10. I think I bought field 10. Yes. No, not field 10, field 11. Oh, hang on. So field 11, bought field 11 because I wanted to place something in it, so the money went down a bit. We got a water tower from old Tom. We haven't done any work for him yet. He got us the water tower. We paid about 10,000, I think it was, for installation. That's over at the sheep farm. What else has changed? I have purchased another... How did I notice that? I purchased another wood chip storage point, and I began transferring the wood chips from the storage point in the woodland over here to the new storage point. Then we're going to dismantle that storage point, and we're going to have two. I'll explain all that later on. And then I was offered another piece of machinery. That was offered to me by... I just need to check this so I don't get it wrong. I'm trying to drive and get things up on my laptop at the same time, which never really works out very well, does it? This is from Ted Berger. It's not from Ted Berger. Ted Berger is a made-up name. It's from one of my subscribers, but Ted Berger. He says, I have a package deal for you. It's a TGS Agro hook truck, because I mentioned I wanted to get an IT runner trailer or something of that description. He's got one for sale. It got kind of frozen in place at the end of last year in the winter, and it sat there doing nothing. So was I interested? And weirdly enough, it all kind of coincided with this, and this is another one of those really strange happenings, because Wheeler Springs Farms, I've got to go down this track, down towards near where I got the big bud from. I can't actually get to Wheeler Springs Farms. What I've got to do is drop this off down this direction. But also, Ted Berger said that the agro truck is parked down this track as well. So it's one of those weird things where it's all kind of worked out all together. He said he would also throw in a one-axle trailer, the water version, and fill it with fresh spring water from his backyard, and that will cost me $125,000. The standard agro truck hook is 126, I think, and it's got a spray paint job and whatever. So that's why the money's dropped from 600. Then it went up to 636. Now it's down to 461. Because we bought a few things, and as is always typical, as soon as I start recording, my nose bungs up and I start sneezing. I have no idea why this keeps happening. Oh, dear me. Anyway, so we're going to come to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe 3. We'll see. So, there's the agro truck. If I just pull up here, that farm just over there is Wheeler Springs Farm. They're going to come out and collect the stuff. They're very particular about their privacy. I'm helping them out, but I need to leave the stuff here. They will come and collect now. What I'll do is just put that there. So while we're here doing this, like I say, this is the agro truck, and we've paid 125 for this. It's very nice. I'm sure this mod is by CatFan18 Mods, I think it is. Very, very neat, tidy one. I like this a lot. So yeah, so we got this from Ted Berger. Now this is going to come in very handy because we've got the Rayboard Xylo chip, which is at the wood chip storage facility at the moment. That's going to need to be mobile because I've got another contract for Farmer Pierce at Millstone Farm. The Millstone Farm is over that direction somewhere, and they want 125,000 litres of wood chips, but it needs to be dead standing. And I've mentioned this before, I'm having a real problem, only because I've been going around the map and every dead standing tree I found, I thought, oh brilliant, finally. You can't cut any of them down. It won't let me use a chainsaw or anything like that. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. We'll see. So I want the Xylo chip to be mobile. That's why I've got this. That will give us other options for later on the Let's Play for other bits of equipment we can put on the back of this. My slot count is dropping rapidly, and we're down to about 70, I think. So yeah, we're not going to be able to get too many more bits of machinery without this map going laggy. So anyway, this is going to be left for Wheeler Springs Farms. That's the first load of manure. I'm going to bring some slurry here as well. Oh, that was the other thing. I bought another slurry tank. It's miscellaneous, isn't it? And it's the 60,000 litre ones. I've already got the Garrett multi-tank. And I've got the version, I've got a front semi one. So what I decided to do was get a front trailer attached one so I can chain them together. So I've got 2 now, which means I can transport 120,000 litres at a time. Oh yeah, that was nothing. Just remembered. I bought a liquid storage tank, which is now has been installed, and that's been installed at the main farm. Because it suddenly dawned on me, I've got nearly 500,000 litres of silage at the BGA, which needs to be sold. So when I sell that, that will produce digestate, but the digestate tank was nearly full, which meant it wouldn't have gone anywhere. It would have been a waste of digestate. So what I decided to do was start transporting digestate from the BGA to the main farm. So I bought a liquid storage facility. I don't know what I'm doing, we're waving it, it's over in that direction. So I started transporting, that over, and which has emptied out the digestate tank a little bit, which means when I start selling silage, it will be producing the byproduct of slurry, and everything will be good in the world. So what I do need to do though, I need that to be collected because I need that trailer. Anyway, right, what I'll do first, let's jump with this. We'll take this to where it's got to go. Ready. I can't take the Xylo... Oh, I can take the Xylo chip now, can't I? What am I talking about? I don't need the Xylo chip to unload the storage facility. That's fine. So I can go and pick up the Xylo chip. So I'll do that. Hopefully by the time I've done that, the trailer will have been collected and unloaded. And then I can take the last of the wood chips out of the storage facility, take those to the new storage facility. That's what I mean. It's all lots of kind of odd jobs and bits and bobs and a few bits for subscribers. What I could do with this episode is treat it as if it's a live stream, and I could do a 2-hour episode, but or at least keep on going until the jobs I had kind of listed to do get done, you know. That's probably not a bad idea. So we'll turn left at the barn, we'll head down across the field, which is incredibly bumpy. So it'll take a time, don't want to damage anything. So the last thing we need is to get a new vehicle, I say new, old, new vehicle, whichever. And then break an axle or something. That would be bad. There was a whole page of stuff here on my notepad of stuff I wanted to talk about. I thought if I've got subscribers on and I'm doing a live broadcast and people are chatting and messaging me and whatever, I can discuss all sorts of stuff. It's not to be. This held or had about 240 something thousand. Actually, it was still saying the menu, wasn't it? If I go across wood chips, we have got collectively between my facilities 242,000 litres. So most of it is transferred. I think there's only a little bit left, maybe 30,000 litres. I did 3 loads of 70,000. That's 210. Yes, about 30,000 litres. Whoa, I don't like that very much. Right, pull that down. Get the right button for this. There we go. We can go to the new storage facility this way. So yeah, field 11 I thought would be quite handy, simply because I'm doing that contract for JP for poplars. I apologise for my nose, it's driving me mad. So I did field 1 with poplars. Well, I've cleared a lot of this area, this woodland here, so that's why I've got rid of the static wood chipper for the time being. I can always buy another one and make a bit more money again, that's not a problem. I thought what I'll do is when we do get around to actually harvesting the poplars, whenever they're ready, we'll take them off the field, put them into storage, we'll find out how much we've got, and then we can work out sending whatever we need to for JP. Now, I thought it'd be ridiculous to cut them all over there and then bring them all over here to a storage facility. Plus, because I already had 200 something thousand litres of them, I thought I would fill that up very, very quickly because it only holds 400,000. So I thought having 2 of those facilities in one place, so like a wood chip storage area, would be a good idea. So that's what I've done. Now this doesn't need to come here, this needs to be mobile, and this is for doing the, like I say, doing the wood chip job for Farmer Pierce, and that was simply because I thought I could drive this around, we can find any dead standing that we can cut down, put them through this mobile into a trailer, and then bring it to store. So what I'm going to do for the time being is when we put in the second of these facilities, pull this up there. We're going to have one here, and then probably one diagonal here, I think. Yeah, to make it easier to kind of load onto. So that one's got the majority of our wood chips, 210,000 litres in. The rest has got to be moved over. Then once that one's empty, we can dismantle that and have it rebuilt here. And this will be our kind of wood chip storage area. Because the poplars are just there. There's also woodland there. There's woodland up at the end of that field 1. There's, you know, there's a fair bit to do. It's all more this side of the map now, so that's what I'm kind of planning to do. What I need to do now is go and collect the trailer and the truck again. Yep, and we'll go from there. Need to do a couple of bits around the yard actually as well, so let's see how we get on with that. Right, which way do I need to go? This way. Back the way I was going. Okay, first load done. What we're going to do now is head to the wood chip storage, move the last bit of that. Then we'll bring some slurry up for Wheeler Springs Farms. We might get onto cutting some trees down maybe for Farmer Pierce's contract. I need to get back to the farm to check on the animals. I haven't done that for a little while actually. They need to be all checked on feed and water and cleaning them out and that kind of thing. Now, I was... there we go, this is what I'm talking about. Let me just pull on to old Tom's field here. Because I got a message when I said about that, and old Tom said I could cut down... There's a couple of dead standing that he's been willing to get rid of at his farm. Now, I don't know, you watch is going to work now, isn't it? No, look. You get no blue... Think about it, you can cut down any of the other trees, but for some reason, all the dead standing around the map, nothing. No, it's so weird. You can kind of almost climb them. You get this weird kind of, you bounce up them, they're there, they're solid, like I'm doing now. But when you turn the saw through them, nothing at all. Very peculiar. Let me wobster it, see what it says. Fir tree, 100% grown. Very weird, I don't know. Don't know why, just is what it is. So, the other thing, one of the things I wanted to talk about is firstly, wait so I can cross here without causing mayhem. Okay, right. Oh man, every time I try and... There we go. I'm getting slightly concerned that when spring comes around and we get the right temperatures for planting, I'm going to have to plant a lot of soybean. Most of my contracts for spring into the next year are all soybean contracts. It's a little bit crazy. So yeah, what I was saying, yeah, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. It was on my kind of list while I was doing my live stream, but we'll see how that goes. One, has anybody heard of, and this came from KJ Wiggums, go over, check out his channel, putting out some really good stuff. A thing called, now he didn't make this up, it goes by various different names as well, so please don't comment and say actually it's called this. There's various different names it's being called at the moment. The Grease Monkey Challenge. Sorry, because I'm bunged up, that really sounded weird. And it's, you do a let's play, or just play the game. You haven't got to broadcast it, you haven't got to do a video or anything like that. But there are a set of rules you have to follow. And the list of rules is quite extensive and really, really difficult. I mean, seriously, you have to play on hard mode. You can only have a certain amount of vehicles. You're not allowed to buy anything new field-wise or equipment-wise until... Oh, you have to start with maximum loan. You can't buy anything field-wise or vehicle-wise until you've paid off the loan you've got. After the first year, you have to have 10 of each animal. There's a whole list. I mean, it's quite extensive. What do you think? Anyone doing it? Anyone having a go? Anyone not heard of it? Go and look it up. It may be under a slightly different name, but that's how I saw it. It was written down as the Grease Monkey Challenge. But anyway, yeah, it's whilst it looks incredibly difficult, and I've never played on hard mode. I used to, when I started out the game, played on easy, and then I sort of switched it to normal. I don't ever and have never played on hard mode. I can imagine it's going to be a huge challenge for anyone that takes it on. I don't know how well that would translate over into a let's play for viewers, because let's be honest, it would be a lot of slog, a lot of grind, a lot of work that realistically you wouldn't make much progress at all. And the thing is as well, I find subscriber wise, your kind of die-hard core group of subscribers that watch everything you put out would happily watch it, and they would watch it for however many episodes you put out. But then for your people that are new to the channel or have just found you, a lot of people will lose interest very, very quickly. That becomes very apparent when you look at viewing figures. I know it's one of those kind of crass things you don't talk about and all that kind of thing, but when you start off a let's play, your viewing figures generally are very, very high. And then as the series, whatever series you're doing, what am I doing, progresses, those viewing figures drop. Because people lose interest and it's exciting to start off with, and then it's just the way it goes, isn't it? I can reverse incredibly. I suppose because this is fairly narrow. The beauty of these storage facilities is you don't just have to have the Xylo chip in there for wood chipping directly. You can back a trailer up. You might be able to back a trailer up, I can't, but you could. What is happening? This has got to be the worst reversing I've done in absolutely ages. Right, that's a bit better. Probably some torque at the same time. Right, unload symbol. And away we go. That's all the wood chips transferred. Right, so what do I do now? Right, what I will do now, I'll head off, and I need to go back up now to the BGA to pick up the multi-tank things. Having a mare. I only looked at them 5 minutes ago. Multi-tank, Garrett multi-tank. What's the matter with me? So we'll do some slurry for Wheeler Springs. I'll probably do another load of manure. That'll be 120,000 litres of slurry, 140,000 litres of manure. So what I'll do is I'll put this under the conveyor belt. This can be loaded, and it loads quite slowly from the fill trigger conveyor belt. And then what I'll do is go and pick up the slurry. We did, because the initial contract was to pay off my entire $1 million loan. Which I said was too excessive. We never actually agreed on a new price, because I'm not going to be. He wanted 500,000 litres of each, which would take me ages, and I would have to do a lot of it off screen, which means proving that I've done it would be incredibly hard to do. So I don't know what to do really for the best on that. I'll have to go back to Crazy Cool and see what he wants to do. Again, there is that assumption that Crazy Cool is even a man. It's very difficult when you're getting messages from people and then oh, what's the matter? Right. Because I said I was coming to the BGA, that's where I came. Forgetting I was going to the livestock market first to send stock to organics. So into the fill trigger we go, and what will happen is whatever was on the conveyor belt of the fill trigger goes in, which has just gone in just now, and then this will stop, so you jump in it, press L3, get the conveyor going again, and that will now continue to fill up. It will take a while to 70,000 litres. Now I go to the BGA. Still waiting on that delivery of hogs from Big Daddy, the 30 that I'm going to be looking after. that may not come till late winter now, I don't know. We haven't got snow here, but I know a lot of parts of the country are absolutely hammered. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this. We're going to the BGA now. And the BGA, you make chaff, you put it into the bunker silo, it ferments, it makes silage, you sell silage into the anaerobic digesters. I might have mentioned this on up in the station, I can't remember, but I've been watching a lot of Millennial Farmer, MN Millennial Farmer online, real world channel, not a farming simulator one. And they produce a ton of corn, and they sell their corn, a lot of it, most of it, to a local ethanol plant. I think I did mention it. I did say, didn't I? Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Let's fill this one up. How cool it would be to have an ethanol plant you could take corn to. That'd be awesome. It's the same principle as this. So the weird thing is, in my head, I remember having the thought of, I must mention that. But then, my mind then says, did I mention it or not? Probably did. I really do hope I can sort out my streaming broadcasting situation. Don't know why that's not working, unless it's down on the PlayStation network and not mine. Might fill this one as well. Perfect. And as you can see, the tank was almost full. And now it's not. We've gone down, what, 2.5 rings really. So yeah, right, okay. Right, let's detach that. Go back onto the semi one. And then we'll pick this up to the other one. So I just thought over the winter months, and I suppose this was kind of inspired by watching a bit of Millennial Farmer and that kind of thing. They do a lot of haulage through the winter. I know when I was doing this on Sussex Farm, I had quite a few comments, people saying that's not farming, it's farming simulator. And I'm sure I said at the time then, a lot of farmers do spend a lot of their time in the off season when they're not planting, when they're not harvesting, when they're not spraying, when they're not doing repairs and that kind of stuff. They're hauling stuff. Some farms don't. Some farms don't have a truck, semi. They don't have any trailers. They rely on other companies to come to them. But a lot of farmers do this. It's not, And I know the argument then was, if I want to play Truck Simulator, I'll go and buy Truck Simulator. Again, I totally understand that. But I think what Giants do and have done is try to make sure there's something for everyone, If you want to include this aspect of it, this part of it, into your Let's Plays or your story or just playing the game yourself, this is heavy, then you can, but you don't have to, and that's the beauty of it. As I've said so many times before, it's options. Just because one person will sit and play the game and go, I'm not doing that, it's rubbish, I don't like doing haulage, I can't see the point of it, there may be other people out there saying, you know what, I love that aspect of the game. And I think FS19 is going to include it far, far more. The fact that now we can transport milk, no automatic milk, so there's going to be a lot more transportation of stuff, and I like that. That encompasses everything. Right from seed, right the way through to harvest, to delivery, it's all there. That's cool. Now on the right, as we come through here, past field 26 down the left, and Old Tom. We'll go past 43, which I think is our left as well. There's a house which belongs to Ted Berger, and that's where that water trailer is that we're going to be picking up. The single axle trailer. It's over here somewhere. We drive into telegraph pole, just off to the right there. So we'll grab the Julie or something. We'll come and pick it up later on. This is struggling a little bit on the hill. Not too badly though. Oh, what's in there? Didn't like that at all. One thing I haven't done actually is bought and sold any manure, and I'm taking it off for a subscriber, but I haven't tried a full load of 70,000 and selling it and see what I make on it. Because I was doing the slurry, I was buying slurry, taking it to the BGA, selling it and making digestate, but I haven't actually sold any manure yet. Try that too. Right. Spin this round. So there you go, guys. 120,000 litres of slurry. Or at least the first 120,000 litres. That'll be going down that track there, then the left, and up there to the farm. Cool. Right, what do I need to do now? Get the Julie. Pick up that trailer. See how they're getting on with building the new wood chip storage. Like I say, odd jobs, little bits and bobs all over the place. Okay, so back at the main farm. There's a few bits of machinery going to need a bit of a clean. Various different things that have come back from previous jobs and have just kind of been left. What was that? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I've got a total mix ration here actually. Which I don't know. Oh no, I haven't. That's on. No, that's empty. That's alright. It's cool. This is kind of excessive for just having here to clean this out at the moment. But to be fair, a lot of these vehicles I don't now really need to use very much until it's until spring really. Planting season and all the cold filter cultivated that I need to doing. We did say we're going to look at buying some new fields. I need to speak to the boss about that. What fields we might look at, but that, again, that's going to be another episode. This is the odd jobs episode. I'll have to muck them out a little bit as well. But drop that down. I have to take the. This needs to go back over to the pig farm. Probably doing the rush though. But what we'll do is show you the liquid storage tanks facility. I mean, you've seen them before. I've used them on various different Let's Plays. Really cool mod by BDBSSB. I have said before, they look a bit like Pringle tubes. They don't look like kind of realistic towers. They've been done as a kind of very functional thing. So I stuck them on the end here, and actually they kind of blend in. They're not too bad on the end of the building. That has got a load of slurry in, not slurry, digestate in already that I bought over from the BGA. What I am probably going to do as well, which will make life a little bit easier, is use one of those 60,000 litre tankers, give it a good clean out, wash out, go to the pond, fill it up with 60,000 litres, I could do 120,000 litres, and bring it and put it in the water storage one here. That way, I haven't got to go so far when I need to fill up my water tank for the cows. That would make sense as well. So I'll probably do that too. So what we'll do on the way past here, we'll grab the Julie. Actually, I could have got this, but we'll grab the Julie, it'll be quicker. Let's just park this up here. Come back to this later on. Saves me kind of sorting around. That was one of the other things on the the Grease Monkey Challenge. When you move around the map, you can only go 1 times speed. I think you can't run or speed up. You can't teleport. You can't reset vehicles. You can only buy and sell at the store. You can't like do. You can't do this and go in and go to the store and just buy what you want. You have to go to the store to buy and sell. So there's a whole load of stuff on there. Actually, I'll go this way. Now this little trailer that I've been sold is going to work really well, because I was saying about getting another trailer for the animals. So this one will probably go over to the pigs. The one that's over here already, unless I've already taken it back, I can't remember. We've got one at the sheep already. That way we've got a water container at every single animal point. We're not bouncing one backwards and forwards between the two. That's what I've been really enjoying over the, well, all the Let's Plays I do now with subscriber contracts, is how quickly subscribers react. So when I'm talking about things in an episode, they'll listen to what I'm saying and come up with ideas, solutions to solve a problem that I've already mentioned. They'll come up with an idea of a contract or a job or a trade or something that will kind of work in line to what I've been saying. This is a classic example of that. I said I was going to get another water trailer. I said I wanted to get an IT runner type trailer, and the actual subscriber is called Christopher. So Ted Berger is a made up name, but it's cool that people react. It's here, isn't it? So here among the trees we've got the single axle trailer just tucked in there. I can't remember who this was by, this mod. That might be CapFan18 mods. Did I get that wrong with the other one then? The Man Agro Truck, unless they both were. But anyway, yeah, so there's three different types of this. There's an open back one, there's a fuel one, and there's this water one. So these IBCs are kind of in it. I can't remember how much it holds. Is it 4,000 or 3,000 litres or something? Something like that. $4,000. Cool. So this will go to the pigs. It's a cool little trailer actually. So like I say, as far as Farmer Pierce's contract now, I'm not quite sure what to do. It might have to be, we'll just have to go with wood chips. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do, I don't know, yeah, it's a tricky one. We'll see what transpires. I'll have to speak to him, see what he thinks. Right, we'll go down past the wood chip storage facility. Whoa, going way too fast down there. So as far as I'm aware, they've moved the old facility, so now we've got two in there, which means we've got a total capacity of 800,000 litres. Which means if we do a whole load and put it in there, if we get a great demand or anything for wood chips, we can sell a load of them in one go. I was watching Golf Cart Jockey, he was doing a logging episode on South Mountain Creamery, and he was saying this about store and load up, and I was watching thinking that's a really good idea. So we go just off to the left, we've now got a second storage facility just in there. Cool. I realised I was going up the wrong road again, so I just cut across field 10. The grass isn't growing, so I haven't damaged anything. I'm hoping the water container isn't here. Oh yeah, I had a bit of a... I bought the fill trigger shovel because I thought if I can use the fill trigger shovel and get feed out of there, I don't have to have the trailer here as well, the Brantner, which means I don't have to have a tractor here as well and all that kind of thing. It didn't work. And I thought, that's weird, so I took the fill trigger shovel over next to the fertiliser thing and pressed the button and I got a bucket load of fertiliser. So that's just there at the moment. Don't ask me, I don't know how I do these things, I really don't. Right, so what I can do is... it's hard to see out there, isn't it? I'll stick this. No, it's the only downside to a lot of these, like the Bobcats and those kind of things. There's no trailer hitch, which you get with telehandlers and stuff like that. Which means that I can't just leave this here on its own. This would be perfect, even with the fill trigger or not with the fill trigger, regardless. That I could use that, do that. I can then hook up to a trailer, go and get water, but you can't, which means you've always got to have another vehicle come down here. So, and even the Bobcat won't hook up. I don't think the JCBs do. But the only one that might do is the Kramer. I think that's got a trailer hitch. So what I might do is get onto Stevie's skid and load, where we got this from, or he put us on to the person that had this, and work out whether or not we could trade this in and get a Kramer. Maybe in spring, we'll see. Okay, that's that done. Actually, you know what, while we're here, let's feed the pigs, hogs. I did say it was going to be a odd jobs episodes, and that's exactly what we're doing. This is all the general day-to-day farm management type stuff you have to get done. While we're doing all this, hopefully our multi-tanks with the slurry in over at Willow Springs Farms will be finished with... What am I doing? Just go forward and then stop. There we go. How are we looking for feed and bedding, etc.? Well, I could do with a little bit. Nothing horrendous. Cool. Well, at least they're cleaned out anyway. They don't need immediate feeding. So next job. So the problem is I'm at a situation now I don't really want to start wood chipping for Farmer Pierce because I won't get that all done in the rest of this episode. So maybe the next episode I need to get that done for him. Then check down my list of contracts. I'm just trying to think what other ones I've got for the winter. I did have a couple of other haulage ones, but I'm not sure whether we might be able to get them done. We'll see, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's right. Take the tractor back. Fantastic. Actually, you know what? To keep CLEG happy, and because it does need doing, to be fair, this will probably get loud because it always does. A clean machine is a happy machine. Where do I leave the water trailer? Oh yes, and there is it next to the feed mixer. I was looking at it 10 minutes ago, if that. It's 1:45. The tankers have been unloaded. I'm getting fed up with this happening every time I drive onto a road. Admittedly, I did swing across the yellow line in the middle, but it's not the point. Anyway, yeah. unloaded, going back down to the BGA. I've just realised what I did. I was supposed to supply them with slurry, and I took digestate out of our tank. I was supposed to go to same stocks, wasn't I? Oops. I mean, at the end of the day, it'll do the same job. 120,000 litres of digestate, 120,000 litres of slurry. Oh dear. Never mind. I'm sure they'll be okay with it. That's pretty much all of the odd jobs done. What I will do, like I say, with the wood chipping for Farmer Pierce, we'll do... Going to pull out me? Yes, of course he is. I'm sure there's a stop sign there. Yeah, what does that say? He didn't stop, did he? Yeah, the wood chipping Farmer Pierce, I think it's going to have to be in the next episode. We're still going to be waiting on delivery from Big Daddy, or Big Daddy's Tailoring USA. That'll be coming soon. What else have we got to do? I'm trying to think of all the other winter contracts. We'd probably, when I was looking at them all leading up to winter coming, thinking I'm not going to get them all done, but we have. I think we're pretty much there. So what I'll do this time then, we'll pull into our field, my field, whichever. We'll disconnect the back tank. We'll take this round and fill this up. No we won't. We'll disconnect that as well. And I'll take that next load of manure. When the manure's out of the way, then I can back the tanker in, because same stock slurry, that's the manure sell point, buy point. The slurry's here, which means obviously I can't get in at the moment because that's in the way. We have come to the end of this episode. I know I said I could possibly treat it like a live stream and do a 2-hour long episode, but let's be honest. This truck's going to need some serious repair work. Yeah, that's not really feasible. So we have come to the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, it's been a few little bits and bobs here and there. No major jobs to be done. I'm going to continue hauling a bit more manure, a bit more slurry this time, not digestate, up to Wheeler's Springs Farm, and I'll see you on the next one. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you know whenever a video goes live from me, you'll know it's there. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.